I wasn't going to address this because I'm not trying to let nobody trick me off the streets. But I never folded, never told, never will. Death before dishonor, always with me.
Did 50 Cent really cancel BMF, and did that leave Big Meech and Lil Meech broke? Let's start with the receipts. Season 4 of BMF premiered on June 6, 2025. As of today, there's no official cancellation from STARZ. The big question mark is Season 5, which hasn't been greenlit or axed. The reason everybody's yelling canceled is a string of now deleted goodbye posts 50 Cent aimed at STARZ in late August. Those posts lit the fuse on the rumor machine, but a spicy caption is not the same thing as a network announcement. Here's the part most timelines skip. You can't call a show canceled without an official announcement from the network or the producers. Until that happens, it's limbo. Uncomfortable, loud, and easy to misread, but still limbo. BMF ran through 4 seasons, which means there were real budgets, marketing, and schedules behind it.
I got a text from some very credible dudes who said they pressed 50 to take down all the Big Meech posts, right? Once again, I got the text, I read it out loud, I was on.
If a network truly shuts a series down, they say so, via press release, trade coverage, or a clear statement from the creators. That paper trail matters. Renewal windows also vary. Some shows get renewed before a finale, others sit quiet while deals get hammered out. Silence isn't proof of a funeral. Sometimes it's just lawyers and spreadsheets. Add in social media noise and fans jump from no update yet to rest in peace in one scroll. That's emotion, not evidence. So what do we actually know? The show reached Season 4. The conversation around Season 5 is unresolved. And the most viral "it's over" talk comes from deleted posts, screenshots, and speculation threads, not from an official cancellation notice. If that's the factual ground, why did one set of posts make the internet treat pending like permanent?
Dave Blunt dissed 50. You think 50 gonna respond?
Nah, man. These dudes ain't getting $200 million deals like Meech or Lil Meech,
right,
or Ross or Dave Blunt's. 50's on a whole nother level. Damn.
This isn't the first time 50 and STARZ have butted heads, and that history is why one deleted goodbye post could tilt the entire conversation. When a high-profile producer hints at walking away, fans read it as a coded cancellation, even though creator frustration and a formal network decision are two different beasts. Deals get messy, there's back-end participation, marketing commitments, scheduling priority, and spin-off rights in the mix. Any snag in those lanes can stall a renewal without killing the show. There's also the optics. 50 speaks in headlines, a single caption about numbers or a sly jab at the network becomes the screenshot everyone shares, while the quiet reality agents negotiating, lawyers redlining, executives testing budgets never trends. Add the algorithm's love of certainty and you get a game of telephone, might leave turns into left, which becomes show's done. In truth, producers posture to gain leverage all the time. Sometimes it's a pressure play for a better slot, bigger promo, or improved terms for cast. Sometimes it's genuine dissatisfaction. Neither equals an automatic axe. Another wrinkle? Platform musical chairs.
What up, though? Boss of all bosses. And today I'm coming to tell all my supporters, if you're a business owner, entrepreneur, whatever you got, you trying to make it go up, hit me right now.
If relations sour, big IP can shop elsewhere. That possibility fuels "it's over" at STARZ. Takes that get misread as "it's over" everywhere. And because 50 has other franchises, fans assume he'll pivot and leave BMF behind, even though strong titles often outlive contract drama. Think of it like a star player threatening free agency. It's noise until the trade papers are signed. So why did the internet sprint to canceled? Because silence from a network plus a loud creator equals a vacuum, and vacuums get filled by speculation, not nuance. Until a real statement lands, the friction is exactly that.
So I'm doing this for my loved ones and the support of my friends and family to come out to the Amaran Arena, February 13th.
Friction, not a funeral. While that tension simmered, Big Meech's real-world status added fresh fuel, and the storyline shifted from contracts to cash. Demetrius Flannery's situation is straightforward on paper and messy in the court of public opinion. He moved from federal custody into a residential re-entry setup in Miami, which is basically a halfway step between prison and full freedom. In that phase, everyday life is structured. Check-ins, curfews, approvals for travel, and limits on business activity. It's designed to transition someone back into society, not to instantly reboot a public empire. That gap between what's allowed and what fans expect is where rumors flourish.
Right, they don't even understand that you know, the way we grew up, you're supposed to spend no more than 10 or 20% of what you make. You know what I'm saying? So you can have something.
Then there's the legend. For years, the internet swore there were vaults of untouched money, ceilings stuffed, walls hiding safes, offshore accounts waiting like treasure maps. It's cinematic, and cinema sticks. So when photos surface of Big Meech smiling at an event while the BMF Season 5 chatter goes quiet, people fuse two unrelated ideas. If the show's in limbo, those secret millions must be gone. That's not proof. It's a story we've all seen online so many times it feels true by repetition. Add the algorithm effect. A single clip of a conversation, a blurry screenshot, or a spicy caption gets pushed to millions. If one influencer claims no more money, 10 more echo it, each adding flair. Suddenly a speculation becomes a chorus. But unless there's verified financial reporting or on-the-record documentation, broke is still just a word.
Just being with him everywhere, seeing nice things all the time since I was born, so I always knew that he was doing something. I mean, I don't know, it could have been anything. So I had a fun childhood, crazy childhood.
Real finances don't live in comment sections. They live in statements, filings, and deals we rarely see. Also, re-entry isn't a green light to monetize everything. Even if opportunities line up, consulting on licensed projects, memoir talks, speaking appearances, those lanes take time to structure, especially with supervision in place. That delay feeds the narrative. If things were booming, we'd see it already. Not necessarily. Some of the most durable moves happen quietly. Paperwork first, cameras later. There's one more twist: nostalgia taxes reality. People remember the mythic years, the fleets, the clubs, the cultural imprint. When today's images don't match yesterday's legend, the mind fills the gap with the loudest explanation available.
He was able to do it because, like financially, I was supporting the idea, and I believe you could do it. He had moved to California and was working with acting coaches, and his dad didn't know that he was actually doing that.
Right now, that explanation is money problems, not measured re-entry or slow build strategy. It's a cleaner headline, even if it's shaky. Big Meech's current phase creates constraints. The legend creates expectations, and social media creates pressure. Mix those three and you get a rumor factory that never clocks out. Until solid evidence appears, the fairest read is boring but true. He's in a structured transition, not a public spending spree, and the silence between steps is where the internet writes its own script. While that fog built around the father, the son's name became ground zero for screenshots, accusations, and viral claims. Some resolved, many unverified, all amplified. On February 13, 2025, the highly promoted Welcome Home/Welcome Back concert tied to Big Meech was canceled just hours before showtime. The arena cited unforeseen circumstances, and 50 Cent's sarcastic "had nothing to do with this, I'm stronger than you think" post poured gas on the fire. The result was instant. A real public embarrassment that the internet repackaged as proof that everything is collapsing. But a canceled concert, however ugly it looks, isn't a bank statement. It's one event that became a symbol. Why it snowballed. Last-minute cancellations trigger the worst timeline. Ticket holders post receipts, news accounts chase the heat, and fan pages rush to connect dots. Money issues, beefs, bad planning, you name it. Even routine realities permit hiccups. Security minimums, production specs, insurance riders don't stand a chance against a dramatic headline. If refunds take a couple of business days, that delay gets framed as they're holding the money, which deepens suspicion. Meanwhile, split messaging, one person joking, another going silent, creates an information vacuum that rumor accounts happily fill. For a Welcome Home, the symbolism stings twice. That show is supposed to signal stability and momentum. When doors stay closed, the narrative flips from triumph to turmoil. Brands and bookers watching from the sidelines don't parse nuance. They log risk and move cautiously. That slowdown is then read online as confirmation that offers dried up, even if teams are simply resetting the rollout.
What's the best memory of 50 Cent?
Best memory of 50 Cent? Ever since I met 50 Cent, he's always been stand-up and probably the most truthful person I've ever met.
The visuals, dark doors, angry comments, a spicy caption outweigh the fine print. Real damage control needs 4 beats to unwind it. a clear cause, unified messaging, visible refund progress, and a credible reschedule window. Anything less feeds the slide from one bad night to downward spiral. With optics tilting that hard, the next question becomes money. How checks, deals, and momentum actually work between seasons. Lil Meech sits in the crossfire of fame, legacy, and the internet's hype cycle. 4 seasons as the face of BMF gave him reach and a spotlight that never turns off. That means every DM, voice note, or clipped argument can be packaged as receipts, even when the context is thin or the source is incentivized by clicks. Some older legal headlines were resolved in his favor. More recent flare-ups mostly live on social platforms and blog pages, where speed beats verification. That distinction matters. A viral post can shape a narrative for days. It isn't the same as vetted reporting. The evidence problem is simple. Fragments travel faster than facts. A 12-second audio clip without the minute before and after can tell a crooked story. A photo can be old. A screen capture can be edited. When multiple accounts repeat the same claim, it feels confirmed, but repetition isn't corroboration. Until an outlet with standards verifies details, documents, police reports, on-record sources. These remain allegations and rumors, not settled truth. There's also brand calculus behind the scenes. Studios and sponsors weigh upside against volatility. The smart move in a headline storm is often strategic silence, tight statements through counsel, not back and forths on live. To fans, that can read like dodging. To professionals, it's risk management. Meanwhile, the career lanes don't freeze. Auditions, cameos, event bookings, and partnerships are negotiated quietly. Wins tend to surface after the paperwork clears, not while the comment section is boiling. Perception is volatile, proof is slow. Claims about repossessions, living arrangements, or personal choices should be labeled what they are unless independently verified. The loud take says, if a show stalls, everyone's finished. Real life is more layered. A lead actor's income rarely rests on one check. There's the base episodic rate, plus bumps for season renewals, occasional bonuses, and residuals from re-airs and digital use. Residuals won't make you a tycoon, but they keep cash trickling long after a season wraps. Add the off-screen stack: brand partnerships, club walkthroughs, event hosting, conventions, features and cameos, music tie-ins, speaking gigs, and social monetization. 4 seasons of visibility turns into leverage. More inbound offers, better rates, and an easier yes from casting. Pauses also change cash flow, not just totals. Checks bunch up during production, then slow when cameras stop, so you'll see people bridge with sponsorships, appearances, or short-term roles. That's normal, not a distress signal. And for someone like Big Meech, the re-entry window opens lanes that don't depend on STARZ at all. Consulting on licensed stories, memoir and documentary deals, moderated interviews, and carefully structured speaking engagements. Those take time, lawyers, clearances, contracts, so the money shows up later than the headlines. Another piece the internet skips: exclusivity and scheduling. If an actor is locked to a series, outside work can be limited. When a renewal is pending, some options actually expand, because schedules loosen and other projects can slide in. That looks like nothing's happening to fans. Behind the scenes, it's deal season. Meanwhile, expenses and taxes are professionalized. LLCs, managers, agents, attorneys, which can make public life look modest between drops, even when the books are fine. So a delayed renewal complicates planning, but it doesn't instantly delete capital, connections, or momentum. The canceled post, plans canceled concert combo makes that nuance easy to ignore because optics move faster than accounting. And that's exactly how the rumor mill welds 2 loud moments into one big verdict, turning pending into permanent and quiet into broke. Timing is everything. One inflammatory post, a last-minute event collapse, and a quiet network desk, and the algorithm delivers its favorite conclusion. It's over, and they're finished. Feeds reward certainty, not caution. So season 5 undecided becomes canceled, and online drama becomes their broke. It's the engagement loop. Shocking thumbnails, loaded captions, and repetition across pages create the illusion of confirmation even when the source is the same rumor, echoing back. 2 more amplifiers keep it rolling. Old posts wear new timestamps when they're re-uploaded. So last month's clip looks like today's disaster, and deleted messages get treated as guilt instead of common cleanup, fueling their hiding something takes. Add parasocial expectations and you get a bias toward doom. Absence of flashy proof is read as proof of absence. In reality, the show's status is unresolved, not terminated, and financial claims about either Big Meech or Lil Meech remain unverified beyond social posts and hearsay. That gap between could be trouble and they lost everything is where most of today's headlines live. The fix is boring but effective. Check dates, check sources, and separate speculation from statements. With the noise mapped out, let's land the takeaway, what's confirmed, what isn't, and what actually matters next. Here's where it lands. BMF is not officially canceled. Season 4 aired June 6, 2025, and STARZ hasn't announced a decision on Season 5. 50 Cent's goodbye posts to STARZ triggered heavy speculation, but those posts aren't a cancellation notice. Big Meech is in a re-entry program with a scheduled release date of January 27, 2026. The broke label attached to Big Meech and Lil Meech is not supported by verified reporting as of now. It's a story pushed by social feeds and unconfirmed claims. Watch for an actual renewal or cancellation notice from STARZ. Watch for 50's next move with his TV portfolio. And watch for what projects Lil Meech lines up post-Season 4 visibility.